the Republicans have the House, the Republicans have the Senate, the conservatives have the Supreme Court. There's a true shift in the country, and I think Trump wants disruption, creative disruption in Washington. Welcome to post-election Clown World. We've gotten to that part of Clown World where the music is sped up and there are a lot more clowns in the central ring cavorting and doing their thing. And so let's talk about cabinet appointments. I think that a lot of people are misunderstanding the import of these cabinet appointments. And I'm thinking primarily of RFK and, Tulsi also. RFK and Tulsi and Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. What's going on with these outsized, from as far as the mainstream is concerned, crazy nominations? Matt Gaetz is a crazy nomination. RFK is a crazy nomination. Tulsi Gabbard is what's going on? In his first term, Trump was a wrecking ball, and he really was a wrecking ball, but he was a very lonely wrecking ball, and he was up against official Washington. I think what he is doing is he is deploying multiple wrecking balls. He wants to be not the only wrecking ball this time. So whether RFK is a sober-minded, scientifically minded person in every respect is not really the point. The point is, as someone who's overseeing the health and food industry, someone who's operating in that space, is he going to function as a wrecking ball? Would Matt Gaetz function at the Department of Justice as a wrecking ball? Is Tulsi Gabbard going to function as a wrecking ball in as overseeing national intelligence? And I think the answer is yes. And I think that you can see there's a method to this madness. If everything was normal, if everything was staid and Trump was a respectable Republican and he nominated RFK to have anything to do with public health, it really would be, because if RFK is an ardent pro-choice guy, he doesn't represent our values on that front at all. So that would be outrageous. It'd be intolerable. But what if that's not that's not the mission? What if Trump simply wants people appointed to these positions for whom the thing is personal? In a respectable time, in a staid, normal time, your perennial problem in Washington is appointing people to positions where they immediately go native, or they were native all along and they just pretended to be on your side. They pretend to be on your side. You appoint them, and then their true swamp loyalties are revealed. Tulsi Gabbard was put on a terrorist watch list by official, respectable Washington. So for her, it's personal. I think Matt Gaetz, it's his enmity, the enmity between him and the Department of Justice is personal. I think RFK's battles with the health establishment are personal, which means that none of these controversial appointments, none of them are likely to result in a normal, calm, orderly, and civilized settlement. There's going to be a battle at each one of these departments. And when Trump appoints sort of straight up the middle conservatives, people who are controversial, like the gentleman whose name escapes me, who is going to be overseeing energy. He's just a straight up the middle businessman conservative. He's going to be controversial for a different reason, so he'll be a different kind of wrecking ball. What I think Trump is after is mayhem, payback, and giving the left something to think about other than impeachment. He is very clearly on offense, and it's very clear that he's had 4 years to think about what he would do in this position. It's also very clear that there is something of a total and complete vibe shift, and the pieces on the chessboard are in a very different place. Had Trump won in 2020, he would have had everything's still arrayed against him. He would have had all the forces against him that he had in his first term. The Democrats would have had the House, the Democrats would have had the Senate, and he would have taken the presidency, but he'd be sort of pinned. Now, Trump is president. The Republicans have the House, the Republicans have the Senate, the conservatives have the Supreme Court. There's a true shift in the country, and I think Trump wants disruption, creative disruption in Washington. So I think you can look for more controversial cabinet level appointments to come.